Alright guys, so this video that we're going to talk about really made my day. Not only did it make my day, it actually made my week. As, you know, some of these liberal cities are being ran by criminals, right? The criminals are running the asylum, so to speak. And one of the symptoms, right, some of the things that we're saying of the criminals running the asylum is shoplifting. And how these people have been emboldened by these soft on crime policies from the Democrats, in which, you know, you basically just go in and shoplift and walk out and, you know, not get arrested, not get charged. You know, basically, shoplifting has become de facto legal, okay? Especially in states like California. Now, a lot of times in these shoplifting videos that you see, the store has security to try to prevent shoplifting. But if they actually see somebody shoplifting and taking things out of the store, they choose not to do anything. However, that is not what happened in this video that I saw. As not necessarily the hired security, the paid security, you know, they didn't really do anything about this shoplifter leaving the store. A based grandma actually stepped up to the plate and stopped this shoplifter from taking a whole bunch of goods out of the store. And it is probably the best video that you will see all day, if not all week, maybe even all year. Take a look.
You gonna pay for that?
Huh?
You gonna pay for that?
Yeah.
When?
Huh?
You gonna pay for it?
Excuse me.
Uh,
Get out of the asshole. Goddamn thing.
Come on, bud.
Fuck off, asshole.
Come on.
Get out.
Come on.
Get out. Get out.
Take your shit and go. Fuck off.
You just jack up the price for everybody else because of you assholes. It's about time they got caught.
Facts. Facts, right? She's spitting nothing but factual information there, okay? And I love seeing this, but I also hate seeing this at the same time because it should not come to this, right? The shoplifting problem shouldn't be such a big problem that grandmas have to step up and stop people from stealing out of stores, right? I mean, she had a lot of strength to initially stop that guy from getting out of the door, right? And a lot of cojones for even just taking the initiative to do so, right? She could have just let the man walk out the door and been done with. Now, again, I wouldn't advise people to do what grandma did, but this day and time in 2022, security, the hired security, the paid security, all they do really is just watch shoplifters, okay? They don't really engage with shoplifters based off of store policy. So a lot of times, like in that Michael Rapaport video that, you know, I did a video about in which he filmed some dude basically stealing out of a Rite Aid, there'll be security right there, right? There'll be security right there. But because store policy say, hey, you know, you don't touch them, don't confront them, because stores basically don't want to have to face the liability of somebody getting hurt dealing with a shoplifter, they don't do anything, right? So the frontline security doesn't do anything. And then because of some of these liberal policies in these liberal cities, they're not going to be stopped by the police, right? They'll take a whole bunch of stuff. They might not get arrested. If they do get arrested, they won't get charged, right? Or they'll just get out on no bail. And they can just go back to doing it again, right? And it's sad to see, man. It really is. And speaking of Michael Rapaport, who is a avid Trump hater, he's one of these guys that like, we must vote Biden, not because I actually like Biden, right? Or not even because I like the Democrats, but we must vote Biden / Democrats because I hate Trump so much, right? And this is what you get when you vote like that, right? This is what you get when you vote like that. But apparently, this dude witnessing some dude shoplifting in a Rite Aid was such a profound experience to him that he went on the Wendy Williams show to discuss his experience, and then he's also giving us updates on the state of Rite Aid, which, you know, allegedly some of these stores are closing down because shoplifting has become so prevalent.
Back in my Rite Aid, and there's nothing to steal because this Rite Aid, like so many other Rite Aids, is closing down because everybody stole everything, and the workers here don't know if they're getting jobs. Congratulations, losers.
I mean, that's what you voted for, Mike. So, I mean, yeah, congratulations to you. Congratulations to you and all the other dummies that voted based off their Trump hatred and not necessarily based off of logic and reasoning. Okay, now, listen. For New York City, the place that he experienced that shoplifting incident, did Trump or Biden necessarily have anything to do with that? Not really. But I'm just saying, right? I mean, a lot of these people are still voting for Democrats down the ticket, progressives, that are coming in here implementing these soft on crime policies, right? And then when confronted about these soft on crime policies, or talk about these soft on crime policies, you know, people like AOC, you know, will say, hey, you know, this shoplifting stuff is not happening, right? You're making this stuff up. I don't see this in the data, right? I don't see it in the data. Or you could basically be like Jen Psaki and question what does soft on crime actually mean.
If you look at Fox on a daily basis, I mean, do you remember the 4 boxes that we had on all the TVs, right? Which is on my TV right now. So right now, just to give you a sense, so CNN, Pentagon, as many as 8,500 U.S. troops on heightened alert. Okay, true. Same on MSNBC. CNBC is doing their own thing about the market. And then on Fox is Jeanine Pirro talking about soft on crime consequences. I mean, what does that even mean, right? So there's an alternate universe on some coverage. What's scary about it is a lot of people watch that.
Yeah, and the people that watch that are actually educated and informed about what's going on in regards to crime and the consequences of soft on crime policies, which is things I basically talk about almost on a daily basis. But Jen Psaki there is basically telling you the mindset of the average elitist in Washington when it comes to this stuff. They simply don't care, right? And they're probably not even aware of the things that are going on in these cities. But maybe they are. Maybe they are. Maybe it's a part of the plan. Maybe that's the way they like it, okay? They like criminals running the asylum, so to speak, okay? But Jen Psaki is trying to pretend like Ukraine and all these other issues, she would probably throw COVID in there as well too, are more important than crime. They're more important than people losing their lives, getting their property stolen. And it's like, no, it's not. You know, that's why I don't understand the whole criticism of Fox News about the fact that they cover crime, right? Ain't that what news is supposed to cover? Crime, right? What's going on in these cities and the policies that are enabling this type of behavior. Isn't that what news organizations are supposed to do? But apparently not. Apparently you're not supposed to do that and you know, when Democrats are running the country, right? You're not supposed to do that when Democrats are running the country because it makes them look bad. And if you do that, then you're living in an alternative reality, suggesting that, you know, the increased violent crimes and shoplifting and thefts and robberies that we're seeing in these cities is non-existent, right? It's non-existent. Those people at Fox News, they're living in Cocoa Puff world, right? You ain't got to worry about it. Don't keep your head on the swivel. If you're in one of these liberal cities, everything is safe. Don't worry about it. Right? Even though you can be waiting for a subway train and some homeless man might push you out in the tracks as the train is coming and kill you. Like what is happening in New York City. Okay? Or again, you could be working in a furniture store and some homeless dude comes in and stabs you to death. Which is what happened in LA. Again, when Democrats ignore things like this, they're telling you what they think. They're telling you that they don't really care about you as the individual. They don't care about your safety. They don't care about your well-being. And they're also telling you that if you do care about it, then you're living in an alternative universe, right? It is sad that you pay attention to what's going on in regards to crime. It's sad that you're looking out for your own safety. It's sad that you're more concerned about what's going on in this country rather than what's going on in Ukraine, right? That's what Jen Psaki's saying. So, you know, like I said, man, you know, this type of stuff that Jen Psaki is saying, in my opinion, leads to what we saw at the beginning of this video, which is grandmas having to step up and stop shoplifters because law enforcement has their hand tied with it. Stores don't want to deal with it. Nobody wants to deal with it. So, hey, senior citizens, the greatest generation, has to step up and deal with it. So, hey, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.